Welcome to TNI Lifestyle. I'm Tanya,
And I'm Rhonda.
and today we have some juicy topics. Rhonda, what do you want to talk about today?
Okay, this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about relationships, Tanya.
Okay.
And what, ladies and gentlemen, but more so probably ladies that I know, when do you, or how long do you stay in a relationship when you figure out the person who says they love you, but they don't treat you the way that you think that someone who loves you should treat you? Say, for example, they may be putting you down, talking about your weight, talking about your appearance in a negative way, talking about just putting you down a lot and grouchy around you and just making you feel as if they're not happy with you. Is that love?
No, I would say that's not love. No.
You wouldn't say it's love?
No, I
honey?
wouldn't say it's not love because someone that's around me, I want them to be happy. And I want you to be happy around me and with me. You understand?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. Rhonda and people out there who knows me know that I don't have a problem with you telling me, Tony, you need to lose some weight. You know, you getting bigger. I have no problems with that. Some people a little bit more sensitive than I am, and they may, feel offended that you would say something like that. But is it the truth? Then yes, it's the truth. You know what I mean? So I'm having problems with that, and I wouldn't say that he doesn't love me. But again,
is it how they say it though? Like it may not necessarily be that
they said it
right. Like okay, I know I need to lose weight, but
if he calling me out names and stuff,
not just saying you need to lose weight. It's how you can say to a person, like he may say, "Baby, let's start working out together." Something like that. If he sees that you're getting a
well, see, when you say something, let's start working out together, and I'm gonna say no. So my thing is, if you say start working out together because you picking up some weight, then I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I need to.
But what if they come out and say you're fat?
I'm fine with that.
You fine with fat, and
Me, I am.
Okay.
I'm fine with fat. I'm fine with hippo, whatever. But the thing is, is that when you start really, calling me out my name and you got anger behind it, that's different. You understand? Right. But when you saying, all right, come on, horse, or whatever, because my daddy used to call his wife that. You know what I mean? Not trying to put that out, but he used to call her horse, and they used to call each other names. But it was just kind of like a fun thing. You know what I mean?
They play with each other.
But he would tell her, okay, now you looking like this, that, and the other. You need to come on, you lose weight, stop eating it, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't a question on whether or not he loved her or she loved him. That was already established in the relationship. Now, you can go in a relationship and then like a year later start calling somebody names because then they're going to start, we hadn't even been together that long. You haven't even established, a real, connection. Yeah, before you start calling me out these names because I don't really feel you like that. But, I mean, I guess it's the delivery of it.
Yeah. Now, I know some couples, and that's how they talk, like you said, like your dad and his wife. And I know some people, they play like that, or they talk to each other like that. Like some friends, girlfriends may call each other, names, which to me is that's how they get along. But for me, that's not what I would want a friend to call me. But it's
I don't care.
You don't care, but like I said, but when they're consistently, not happy with you, consistently, talking down to you and not happy around you,
then that's not love. That's not love.
So, and sometimes hurt people. And sometimes people who are hurt don't love themselves. So it's difficult to love someone else when you don't love yourself, or you don't know how to deliver that love because it wasn't delivered to you, and you deliver it to people the way that you know to deliver it.
Well, some people change everything about themselves, and the person still leaves. So if your significant one is saying, okay, you don't make enough money, like women would probably say, you don't make enough money, you can't do what such and such husband do, da 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 da. then he gets a better job and he can do, she's still not satisfied. So it's not him, it's her. Or if he tells a woman, hey, you picking up too much weight, you know, you're not looking like such and such like you used to, blah blah blah, and she lose all the weight, she even get Botox and fillers and everything, and it's because to satisfy him, not her, he still leave anyway. So like you were saying earlier, you've got to love yourself first. I mean, seriously. And if you want to, like me, I have picked up 30 pounds.
I have 2 times.
I have picked up 30 pounds. But you know what? I still feel sexy though. I mean, I'm just not gonna lie. I still feel sexy when I cover my stomach.
But Tanya, but look, I don't like the way I look in pictures, but you know, and I know I need to do something about that because I'm not happy with that.
Okay.
But to keep being reminded of it, I don't want to keep being reminded.
Oh, for real?
No, not from my significant other. No, I do not want him to keep reminding me of that.
You have to do something about it.
That I have to do something about it. If anything, you know, I would want them to be happy with who I am. You know, because this is a shell of who I am here. So this doesn't determine who I am. So, you know, but that's just a question, guys, to think about. You know, I wonder about that though, because sometimes you may be out and about or whatever, you see different things going on. You're like, and if they're okay with doing it in public, what are they doing behind closed doors with that person? You know, as far as not treating them in a positive way.
But you know what I've been noticing lately, y'all? Let me be honest.
What's that?
I know a lot of people.
That,
I know everybody gonna come for me. I know you're gonna come for me, right? Okay, but what I've been noticing lately, right, is that okay, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, you know, even in school, everybody, right? What they say is, now this is what I feel here. Toxic people.
Oh, I see that a lot.
Toxic people out of your life.
Right.
You know, let them go. You know, cut people off. People are, you know, if you feel like that someone is competing with you, then get them out your life and da 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 da. And always put you first. You are the one that matters. You are, you know, the temple. Okay, don't get me wrong. I do believe that you should love yourself.
Right.
You respect yourself. Yes. But here's the thing. A lot of people are saying this in their videos. But like I said before, you may be the toxic person. There's nothing wrong with self-evaluation.
Right, exactly.
There's nothing wrong. Ron, how many times I say, Rhonda, am I this?
Right.
Rhonda,
yeah.
do you think Rhonda, did I say anything to hurt your feelings? Do I say that wrong, do you?
Right. You say that. We
Okay.
do self-evaluation.
It's
And sometimes,
self-evaluation.
we do it with each other because we know we're going to be honest with us.
Right,
yeah.
right. But see, but here's the thing. When they keep telling you to get toxic people out your life and get rid of those people, maybe you need to self-evaluate and say to yourself, I don't want to be the person that I don't want in my life. Okay? Because sometimes it's not always other people. Sometimes it can be you. And sometimes those people you cut off may be your blessing one day. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes, don't get me wrong, there are people out there that you do need to cut off. But if those same people keep coming back, that same no good man, that same no good woman, they acting the same way, that people treating you the same way, then it may not be the people, it may be you. Because if you start to see it from the beginning, then you need to let it go.
Red flags.
Red flags. Then you need to let it go.
Red flags.
But then make sure that you're not the one giving red flags either. Okay? Because now I'm starting to see this mentality with young people about me. It's because we being fed that we're the most important, we're this and you're that and you're, you know, don't forget that there's people around you too that feel as though that they're very important, that they're the ones that are number one in their life. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to respect people just like you think that You have to respect people just like you want them to respect you. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nothing wrong with the motivational videos to motivate yourself. But understand that you just don't want to be that person that you don't want in your life. You understand what I'm saying? I know. What, Ron? Talk, Ron.
Is
Talk, Ron. You know how we do. Go ahead.
Was what I'm gathering from what you're saying is some with the self-evaluation.
Okay.
Because at this point in my life, I'm on the other side. You all are, 50. And
but we still self-evaluating 50.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And on this other side, it's a little. I probably self-evaluate more than I did earlier because would think other people, what are they doing to me? What are they doing to me?
Mm-hmm.
And now I look at, okay, I might need to set some boundaries here.
Right.
I may need to step back from this and take a few days and self-evaluate and look at the whole situation, and then move forward. And that's where I am right now. And it's not saying that I'm a bad person, but it's just saying people are bad, but sometimes it's the whole situation, and you just have to evaluate the whole situation, because you may have to say, oh, well, maybe they're going through something at this time, because they're not usually like this, or maybe something's going on. And I'll say, well, I'll talk with you another time, because it's obvious, something's going on with you, and then whenever you're ready to talk, we'll talk about it.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying, Mom.
Okay. Well, what are you saying?
Okay, so what I'm saying is, let me see how to put this.
Well, that's what I see on my side. But what are you saying?
Okay. So what I'm saying is that the videos that you see, you're looking at this instead of that.
Okay. Well,
okay.
Yep. And another thing, we're at Botanical Garden in Atlanta, Georgia. Gorgeous setting.
It is.
It's gorgeous. The cascading.
Really,
what is the cascading garden?
Yeah, we'll show you some pictures and videos and everything.
Beautiful.
It's really nice. So what I'm saying, y'all, is I'm saying that. I'm trying to put it right. Okay. What I'm saying is that it's okay to exalt yourself. Don't let anyone come into your life and destroy you. Okay? Use you. You do set boundaries, like Ron was saying, okay? But understand that those same people who are saying, don't let anyone destroy you, don't let anyone, steal your joy, are some of the same people who do that. They do go into other people's lives and destroy their lives. They do go into other people's lives and steal their joy. This is what I'm saying. Those people, you need to self-evaluate yourself. Instead of preaching the word, you need to sit back and look at yourself and say, am I doing this to people? Because everybody is important, okay? So I want to be around people who respect everyone else's joy just like I respect my own.
And another
understand?
thing, right? And another thing, what one person may think is toxic, another person may not.
That's true.
That's another,
Okay, so what would give me an example of that?
Because everybody has different upbringing, and for me, something toxic and dysfunctional may be different from, Jane over here, who was raised in a totally different city under total different roof with two different types of, parents. With maybe they were kind of boisterous and whatever, but
that's character.
Well, character, and also the upbringing has a lot to do with, because you may have had a toxic dad or a toxic mom, and that's what you knew. Your mom may have been someone who was really, well, I don't know. We have to look at the definition of toxic, but your mom may have been.
It's poison.
What to me was like, oh my God, I'm glad my mom wasn't that way. But to you, looking at my mom, you may be like, oh, I'm glad my mom wasn't that way. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody's definition of toxic may be a little different.
You think so, Mom?
I think so.
Because my thing is that if someone is making you feel like,
Uncomfortable.
yeah,
or-
very uncomfortable. I'm not talking about son. This here squirrel looks like a dog.
Big. He's headed our way,
Squirrel
you
looks
all.
like a puppy. It is big, and I
he's
never
headed our
saw
way.
a squirrel like this.
But then we
Now, I
saw
love
the
animals,
the-
but
we
this
saw a
squirrel right
lizard
here
earlier. He's
is
coming our way. Okay, he's going that way now.
no, he's going that because you on that side. I mean,
He found a nut.
This squirrel,
And he's coming right up to us. I've never
but
had
we
a squirrel
animal
get that
lovers
close
though.
to
We're
you.
animal lovers too.
Mhm.
Okay. Now look, this
You guys
squirrel.
have a friend.
I know.
Unruly park guest.
He does not mind. He's like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
eat.
he's like, mind my business.
I know.
He is eating regardless.
I mean, I love animals, so just as
Yeah.
long as he stay over there. Okay, so, making you feel uncomfortable. There's times when I've been with someone, and let's just say it was like it was like double dates or whatever, and the man had said something to the woman, and I look at her like, girl. Or either me and my partner would look at the woman like, and me, my look is like, you gonna say something, you know? But
And maybe she thinks that that's not the time or place. Maybe once they get in the car, she'll say something and address it.
but
And
then
that's
if
what
he
I'm-
do it again, then she didn't say it enough.
But maybe like our parents used to say years ago, you embarrass me in public, I'm gonna embarrass you.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so that goes back to what we think may be toxic. But to her, that maybe her dad may have treated her mom that way. You know what I'm
But
saying?
why you keep making excuses though?
No, I'm not making. No, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm not finna go for that wrong, dude. Because here's the thing, though.
I'm not saying it's acceptable because
You ain't saying
we
this.
started out.
I know,
right.
but when I say it, we don't have to. We don't have to
You don't
have
have
no
to-
plate for him to come and say, well, maybe that's how your dad treats you. But you live
it's
in
not
a
saying
society.
it's acceptable. I'm not saying
I know
it's
you're not saying
acceptable,
it's
but to
acceptable.
someone else, that may not, because in their mind, that's how a man treats a woman. You see what I'm saying?
You are in America.
No, I'm realistic. You know,
Why, dude?
because just think about people complete a circle. It's like a circle of life. This is how your mom was treated.
Okay.
That's how I think a man's supposed to treat a woman.
Okay.
Because that's what my aunts were treated that way. My grandmama, everybody was treated that way. And if I stay in that circle, that's what I think is right. But until I come outside of that circle, but yeah, I know we're in America, and to us, we may think that's acceptable. But a woman over here, may
I
not.
understand what you're saying, Mom.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's why
But you
I'm saying
gotta let
somebody's
him know
definition of toxic.
That won't be accepted. Period. Cause let me give you an example.
Right.
Let
I'm
me
not
give you-
saying that it's
No, I know,
acceptable.
let me give you an
Right.
example. But let me give you an example. And this is gonna segue into something. But I have a neighbor. And my neighbor is not from this country. Okay? And my neighbor thinks I'm not from this country. But guess what? I am. Okay? Because the country you from, y'all treat women different. So he called himself liking me.
Okay.
And he said, we're together. I said, no, we're not. Okay? I said, because you can't do that to American women. You don't just say, you're mine. You understand? To American women, you know, we have to accept you. You
It's a
have to show
connection,
us.
yeah.
You have to show us that you're interested, and we'll give you some kind of sign, let you know, okay, it's okay to approach me or whatever. But you don't just walk up to an American woman and say, we're together. Because you might get hurt. See? And I had to tell him, no, that's not how it works. So I understand what you're saying on that. But this person right here, the same individual, this is a segue into raising children.
And we're going to have to do that on part 2.
Okay, we'll do that on part 2. But right now, thank y'all for watching In Our Lifestyle.
Until the next time.
Bye.
And don't forget to comment and subscribe and like. Okay.